Love across the heartland. In America, love isn't just a word, it's a journey. From the dusty backroads of Texas to the neon streets of New York City, from the peaceful lakes of Minnesota to the rocky cliffs of California, every heartbeat echoes a story. And today, one story asks not only for your ears, but for your hands. To follow, subscribe, like, share, comment, and become part of something greater at Affection Avenue TV and Echoes of Evidence TV. Because every American tale is stronger when shared. Roots in the red dirt. In the small town of Sweetwater, Oklahoma, where the wind whistled through endless fields and families gathered at the town square every Sunday, Lacey McGraw grew up with dust on her boots and fire in her heart. Her parents, fourth-generation cattle ranchers, taught her the values of honesty, hard work, and loyalty. From a young age, Lacey loved storytelling. She captured local legends, love stories, and cowboy ballads with her old camcorder. But she had a bigger dream: to share real American love stories with the world through her own channel, Affection Avenue TV. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in Boston, Massachusetts, James Callahan, a sharp-witted history graduate with Irish roots, built a channel called Echoes of Evidence TV, digging into America's forgotten truths, unsolved mysteries, and tales of old. Two different worlds. One dream: to tell America's stories. Chapter 2: The Great Meeting. One fateful day, during a national storytelling festival in Nashville, Tennessee, destiny intervened. Lacey and James both attended, she to talk about love tales of the heartland, he to discuss lost colonial mysteries. As fate would have it, they ended up seated next to each other during the final event. Stories that shaped America. James, with his Bostonian sarcasm and clever wit, teased Lacey about her cowboy boots. Lacey, quick with her Oklahoma sass, shot back about his city boy manners. Laughter was the first spark, curiosity the second. By the time the final storyteller ended his tale, they were deep into their own, one they didn't even realize had just begun. Chapter 3: Across the Land. They decided to collaborate, a cross-country storytelling journey, broadcasting live on Affection Avenue TV and Echoes of Evidence TV. Their route: Charleston, South Carolina, where sweet tea and love letters from the Civil War still linger. Savannah, Georgia, moss-draped trees whispering about forbidden romances. New Orleans, Louisiana, jazz floating through the air, ancient spells of love still alive. Austin, Texas, love written in guitar strings and sunset dances. Sedona, Arizona, red rocks guarding sacred stories of heart and soul. Monterey, California, ocean waves singing old ballads to lovers. As they filmed, they urged their viewers, support these American stories. Subscribe to Affection Avenue TV and Echoes of Evidence TV. Like, comment, share. Be part of preserving real American love. Their channels exploded with support. Messages flooded in, from farmers in Nebraska, artists in New York, miners in West Virginia, teachers in Oregon. America was listening. Chapter 4: Twists and Turns. But success brought challenges. In Wyoming, during a shoot about star-crossed lovers from pioneer days, their drone camera was mysteriously shot down. Sabotage, maybe jealousy from rival creators who couldn't match their growing fame. In Chicago, a planned interview about a gangster-era love story almost ended in disaster when someone hacked their live stream. Through it all, James and Lacey grew closer, their teasing evolving into something deeper. Yet fear lingered. What if love and work collided and ruined both? Chapter 5: Confessions Under the Stars. One night in Montana, under a sky blanketed with more stars than either had ever seen, they sat beside a crackling fire, the only sound the whispering prairie wind. Lacey turned to James, heart pounding. "James, I didn't just start this journey to tell stories. I started it because I believe love still matters, truth still matters, and maybe you matter more to me than I ever planned." James swallowed hard, his normally fast tongue tied. Finally, he whispered, "You matter more to me than every story I've ever chased." They kissed, framed by the endless stars of the American sky, their love story as vast and untamed as the land itself. Chapter 6: A Community United. Returning to their small hometowns, they hosted a grand dual live stream, American Hearts, a love letter to our land and people. Standing side by side, James and Lacey addressed their millions of followers. "You didn't just support a channel, you built a family," Lacey said, her voice breaking with emotion. Because of you, your follows, your likes, your shares, your comments, your saves, these stories of love, sacrifice, and hope will never be forgotten, James added. Together they promised, for every subscribe, for every comment, for every share, we send our thanks, our loyalty, and our love. You are our story now. Chapter 7. The Future Unfolds. James and Lacey continued traveling across America, hiking the Blue Ridge Mountains, fishing in the lakes of Minnesota, exploring gold mines in Nevada, dancing at powwows in New Mexico, eating lobster in Maine, riding horses in Colorado. At every stop, they reminded their community, support keeps the journey alive. Every click, every comment, every share keeps American love burning bright. They celebrated milestones: 1 million subscribers on Affection Avenue TV, 1.2 million subscribers on Echoes of Evidence TV, hundreds of thousands of shares and comments, a community that stretched from Alaska to Florida, from Maine to California. At every stop, they reminded their community, support keeps the journey alive. Every click, every comment, every share keeps American love burning bright. They celebrated milestones: 1 million subscribers on Affection Avenue TV, 1.2 million subscribers on Echoes of Evidence TV, hundreds of thousands of shares and comments, a community that stretched from Alaska to Florida, from Maine to California. Their marriage was simple, in a rustic barn in Oklahoma, with country music playing, their family, their friends, and live streams to all their supporters. Their vows were not just to each other, but to their mission, to always tell the truth, to always chase love, to always honor America, and to always thank those who travel this journey with us. Affection Avenue TV and Echoes of Evidence TV aren't just channels, they are homes. Homes built with your likes, your shares, your comments, your love. From the rolling hills of Kentucky to the high peaks of Colorado to the shining streets of Manhattan, your voice matters. Subscribe, share, follow, comment, save. Be the heartbeat that keeps America's stories and love alive.